but my later stuff is definitely much better, you know.
It's great. I love my beer.
So, yeah, I mean, and so now I'm kind of in that, you know, ultra geeky stage of looking at how I, you know, chemically alter the water, what salt additions I make, and, you know, how the yeast profile changes this, when to do early hop additions and all this kind of stuff, late hop additions and temperature controls on the way. So that probably sounds like a load of old, God knows what to you, but into the rabbit hole of the whole science of brewing is much more detailed than you might think. But it's also, I think I enjoy the challenge.
Excellent. Okay.
Brewer's yeast has got its benefits. It's full of B6. It's really
good. Yeah. Brewer's droop hasn't though.
No.
Right, okay. So we're going to finish off this section, Lee, with 3 quick fire questions. So you've got to answer quick. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So the first question is, Daniel Levy calls you. You have 15 seconds to give him advice. What would that advice be?
Right. I'm going to say, right, you brought in the Antichrist and you got rid of Dad. Right. So if you're going to do that, back him, because now you've built Mecca. Now you've got to start bringing in the top players to our hallowed ground, not Mecca, the bingo hall. And there you go. A lot of religious imagery there for you.
Yes. Lovely. Okay, next question. If you could choose a current or ex-player to have a pint with, who would it be and why?
Wow. Yeah, that's a really big question. But the one I thought sprung to mind, Kieran Trippier, and probably because I'd want to get the low down and dirty talk on what happened with Poch departing and him going and all that kind of stuff. What really happened all around that kind of crucial time where that big changeover happened.
I think you need to give him a few pints for that to happen. Yeah. It'd be more than 1 pint for him to spill his guts, I think. And final question. Seating or safe standing?
Ooh, I find myself sitting down a hell of a lot with my head in my hands anyway. So, because the fare we've been served up is so shit. So, and I'm also partial to a sit down piss. So I'm going sitting.
Okay. Good stuff. All right. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Okay. So we are past the hour. We've, had a good chat. Really pleased for you to have been our first Fans in Focus, and it's something that we want to continue to do. And if anyone out there's listening and they feel that they've got something interesting to bring that we would, you know, that we can showcase for them or whatever, then, you know, get in touch with us on Twitter or on Instagram or on Facebook. We're at the Var Side Spurs Pod. Just look us up. But we've got a game coming up on Wednesday. Boys, it is Newcastle, I think, away. A team that's in good form. Where, you know, everyone's moaning, but we're doing all right. You know, we're being solid, and maybe not playing the expansive football that everyone hopes to see. While we play expansive football and lose, but you know, we're doing okay. So, what are your thoughts on the game? And we'll start off with you, Stace.
Yeah, I think we're going to do it. We're going to beat them, and Josie's going to tactically outnoose Stevie Boy, and I think we're going to beat them 1-0.
Okay, good stuff. Jamie,
I'm going 2-0 Spurs based on our recent clean sheets that we've held on to for the last 3 games. No, 2 games before yesterday. I reckon we're going to be looking solid. The lads will be confident. Confidence will be sky high. 2-0 for me.
Fantastic.
All day.
Good stuff. Lee?
Well, you mentioned it earlier on. Joe says never won at Newcastle. So now is the time to put the record straight. But this could be a case of after Lord Mayor's show. We got a bit of a history of that. And so, you know, everything that's happened around Oria, you know, could be a cause for concern. But I'm going 3-1 Spurs.
Okay, good stuff. I think I'm gonna I think based on what you've just said actually about, you know, it kind of being a bit of a slightly anticlimax based on for the previous game, potentially Aurier may not be available, and if he does play, he may not necessarily be in the right frame of mind, unfortunately. So I think it'll be tight. I'm hoping that we get the better of them. I think attacking wise, we shouldn't underestimate Newcastle. You know, I think they've got a few attacking options, and we need to be aware of that. They've got that. Is it San Maximin, who's he's quite lively, and yeah, so he is a good player. So I'm hoping that we'll keep it tight, and then we'll nick a 1-0. It'll be quite tight, maybe 75th minute, 1-0. I might write that down, 1-0, 75th minute.
That time a few seasons back when we thought they had the flip-flops on and it would be a formality to finish second, we ended up losing 5-1, didn't we?
Yeah. And Poch cried about that all summer.
Yeah.
All summer he stewed on that. And so we got that game, and then on the Sunday we are playing Leicester. I think we're at home to Leicester. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of lose my bearings on these type of things.
At home, away to Palace.
And I was quite right. I can't remember if it was last week when we spoke about this, but I said that it was going to be like White Hart Lane was going to be Fortress White Hart Lane with no fans in. And so far it's proved to be the case. It's been Fortress White Hart Lane with no fans. And I think that I'm going to go first with this one, and you can follow. But I think we'll do Leicester. They will score. I think they'll score, but I think we'll beat them maybe 3-1. I think the Brendan Rodgers is doing a Brendan Rodgers in England, you know, and his teams are going to fall away slightly. And I think we'll win that 3-1. Lee, your thoughts?
I massively want us to win this one, not just because I don't like them, but also because now this FFP thing's happened and fifth place won't be Champions League. It would be nice to give them a bit of a tonking, because they take great delight in doing that to us. So I'm going 4-2 to us. I think it'll be a high scoring game. I think Vardy will probably score. It'll be end to end. At that point, neither team will probably have that much to play for. So it'll be a bit of an end of season sort of, tennis match.
Fantastic. Good stuff. 4-2. Jamie?
Well, Bournemouth spanked them yesterday, didn't they? 4-1. Leicester had a red card 67th minute. Bournemouth scored 2 goals after that. Well, I approach every game with a high degree of confidence and we'll fucking beat them 2-0. We'll fucking do it.
Okay, good stuff. Excellent. Stace?
Harry Kane last minute winner, 1-0.
Okay, so 2 1-0s from you in over those 2 games. Excellent. Fantastic stuff. Well, gents, thanks a lot. It's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. So this has been the Var Side. I'd like to say thank you to Lee for joining us. So thanks, Lee. Thanks, Jamie. Thank Thanks, Stacey. We are the Var Side. Thank you again, and good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.